In this video, I'm going to show you how to train your memory by using the link system. As I look around my office, I can observe many items. If I give you 3 to 5 minutes, can you remember these 20 items in order? It is difficult, but not impossible. What if I ask you up to 2 hours? Will you still remember them in order? Memory is a skill, and a skill can be trained. I wish my crash course on memory based on Harry Noreen's book, How to Develop a Superpower Memory, can help you quickly remember these above 20 items for as long as you can, even in the back order. The method we are about to learn is self-explanatory. Link system. If you have never heard of link system before, you may take an educated guess. I'm going to build a link between two adjacent items. Yes, you are darn right. So let's begin with the printer and the bookshelf. How do you build a link? You may imagine this. So the bookshelf is on the right of the printer, and on the top of the bookshelf is the microwave. Since electric appliances usually stay together, so the kettle is beside the microwave, and the list goes on and on. Yes, you have the links successfully, but I guarantee that you will soon forget them. But why? Because the links are too logical. They are essentially the same as remembering the next word after printer is bookshelf, followed by microwave, which leads to another appliance called kettle. So now I'm going to ask you to do one thing. As long as you keep it to yourself, you will not be judged. The thing is that you need to be ridiculous. You got full steam ahead towards a twisted universe. So close your eyes and use your mind to picture. This is important. You have to make sure your mental eyes sees the ridiculous images. Let's try this again. Printer and bookshelf. Imagine a gigantic printer which does not print paper. Instead, it prints out bookshelves. Take your time to make sure the picture is registered in your brain. The printer does not print paper. Instead, it prints out bookshelves. So as long as you are confident this is too ridiculous to be forgotten anytime soon, forget about the printer and focus on the next one, microwave. How do you build a link between the bookshelf and the microwave? Let's say the bookshelf can be hungry. It can move, just like you. So the bookshelf is hungry. He rips himself apart and puts his body parts in the microwave so that he can eat when they are cooked. Ridiculous? That's awesome. You have to use your mental eye to see this picture. Close your eyes. Just listen. Alright, now forget about the bookshelf. Microwave and kettle. The microwave and the kettle are having a debate in Toronto City Hall. And the debate is judged by Barack Obama. The debate is about who can heat things faster. So microwave and the kettle are having a debate in your brain. Kettle and the shoes. So your supervisor asks you to go to his office and tells you you need to walk on boiling water to get your PhD. So you went to buy 2 kettles a Canadian Tire and made them into your shoes. It doesn't make any sense, and that is great. shoes, and coffee. The second cop downstairs thinks the coffee tastes too soft, so the cashiers collected shoes from the Value Village and soaked them in the coffee. It is the best coffee you've ever had in your life. I have to remind you again that you have to actually see these pictures with your minds. Let's move on. Coffee and stables. So while you drink coffee, you found stables floating above the liquid. You then ate them as snacks. For some unknown reason, they taste like shoes from Value Village. Staples floating on the coffee, and you ate them. Staples and MacBook. Your colleague bought a box of Staples because her MacBook screen is cracked. The only way to fix the screen is to staple the pieces together. Imagine a MacBook with 1,000 staples on its screen. MacBook and Fan. Let's say it is April in Canada. The weather is unbearably hot and you are about to be steamed to death. All you have is a 3,000 new MacBook just delivered by a Canada Post mail woman who only made you hotter. So to showcase your purchasing power, you ripped the new MacBook and found out, oh crap, it doesn't have a fan. So now I think you have got an idea. If you have successfully imagined the pictures in your minds, I would say almost all of you are able to recall the first 10 items in order, or even in back order. Give it a shot. The first item is printer. The printer prints bookshelves, and bookshelf is hungry, so it cooks itself in the microwave, and the microwave happens to be debating with the kettle. In order to get your PhD, you use the kettle as your shoes, and the second cup uses the shoes from Value Village to make coffee and tastes great. On the coffee, there are staples floating around, and your colleague used the staples to fix her MacBook screen. And the MacBook doesn't have a fan. It might be tricky for you to come up with a nonsense picture at first place. Because we were trained to think logically, our creativity is killed by our education. In a kid's world, there's nothing wrong for a sponge to become good friends with a starfish, and they both can talk. There's nothing wrong with yellow-skinned humans or unicorns. It takes time for us to go back to our childhood's mindset. Mr. Lorraine has given us some tips in his book on how to be creative. You can picture your items out of proportion. Just imagine a gigantic cockroach. Is it scary? And then you better remember it. You can also picture yourself in the action. We usually tend to remember more embarrassing moments, so let's lose face together. You can also exaggerate the amount of items. 1,000,000 is a small number in the twisted imaginary land. Of course, you can also substitute your item. Say, instead of drinking coffee, you can drink lava. Using the link system and these tips, I hope you are able to remember the total 20 items in any order. Hopefully, you will still remember them after 24 hours without a single review. This memory system is practical in almost any case where you need to remember a series of items, such as a grocery shopping list. I know our phones can take care of it, and we people love to be lazy. That is sad. The link system is essential for another super powerful pack system I'll introduce in the next video. The pack system will teach you how to remember this number on the screen. And thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe, stay tuned, please join, please like and share our Facebook, Twitter, and our website is whatschool.org. See you in the next video.